Einen wunderschönen Willkommen zu einem neuen Spielchen. Ja, ist schon ein paar Tage alt, also 3 Jahre alt, ne? Und zwar Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born. Das ist von den Machern von Whisper of a Machine. Und ich dachte mir, Mensch, das gucken wir uns auch genauso einfach mal an. Also sprich, es ist vor Whispers of a Machine erschienen und die Beschreibung dazu ist eigentlich sehr, sehr interessant und ich freue mich eigentlich auch darauf. Und zwar, Kathy Rain erzählt die fesselnde Geschichte einer willensstarken Studentin, die ein Händchen für Detektivarbeit und eine Harley hat, seit ihrer Kindheit nicht mehr in ihrer Heimatstadt war und nun zurückkehrt. Ich will gar nicht weiter hier ausführen. 320 x 240 Bildpunkte, Pixelart, man sieht das hier, das ist richtig super, ne? Und gestochen scharfe Pixelart-Grafik, über 4000 Zeilen Dialog, vollständig englisch vertont, also wir werden wieder eine englische Sprachausgabe haben und deutsche Untertitel. Super Soundtrack und wir spielen einfach mal, ne? Ich starte jetzt ein neues Spiel und wünsche viel Spaß.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Ja, war mein Großvater. Ich möchte wirklich nicht darüber reden. Ich habe ihn nicht mehr gesehen, seit ich ein Kind war. Das ist eine Ewigkeit her. Okay, wir nehmen mal das hier.
Yeah, was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
So.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
September 1995. Tag 1.
Oh God, make it stop.
Vor allem ist es genau auf der anderen Seite. Jetzt will ich mal kurz... Oh, danke, Herr, über die Leertaste. Was haben wir denn? Wecker anschauen? Ich schau dir das
Eileen's
mal an.
obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Interessantes Inventar.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Okay. So, was haben wir denn hier Hübsches? Muss ich mir erstmal... Oh, das ist einfach viel zu viel. Guck mal. Ein Kreuz.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings.
12? Ach Gott.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Ach, das ist Titanic. Guck mal hier. Da ist Leonardo und da ist hier Dings, ne? Und da ist das Schiff.
Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision.
Hier könnten aber noch 2 drinne wohnen, ne? Und pennen.
Would be fun, but a bit too childish, even for me.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all.
Ach,
Wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
Das ist hier, oh Gott, wie heißt das hier? Mit Buffy. Oh Gott, wie hieß der Film? Ich komme nicht drauf. War nicht so meins. Ein pinker Teddy. Oh.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Oh.
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy. I can certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do.
Wenn du meinst, was im Spiel?
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check. Makeup check.
Also, okay. Schrank. Spiegelposter, Koffer.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers.
Made your best efforts to miss the funeral.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Wie, alles Mögliche ausgeschöpft, um die Beerdigung zu verpassen? Nee, oder? Ich hoffe nicht. Ich wollte mir das alles hier bloß angucken.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
So, achso, wir haben ja hier, Notizbuch. Oh, wir haben hier Feuerzeug. Und Zigaretten, das ist aber nicht gut. Kann man das? Warte mal. Feuerzeug kommt...
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Okay. Können wir...
The only thing my deadbeat dad left me.
Elektroschocker, Notizbuch.
I haven't written anything in it yet.
Ach so, okay. Feuerzeug, können wir... Warte mal.
Don't tempt me.
Barely resisted the urge to barbecue a beer. Aha. Kann man das doch woanders benutzen? Weil sie hatte bloß gesagt, dass ich beinahe verbrannt habe. Feuerzeug. Hier, das Poster.
I don't want to burn that.
Ah, schade. Was haben wir denn hier? Ein Computer.
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one.
Nur das ist gut,
A computer, that is. Not a geek.
So weit hatte ich nicht nachgedacht.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Was, das konnte man sich ausleihen damals? Oh, hier ist ein Scanner, die brauchen wir
It's
bestimmt
some
später mal.
advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff.
Tonbänder auch? Ist ja Hammer.
Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Für externe Gespräche. Wir können sogar anrufen. Oh, können wir hier was mitnehmen? Nur das Telefon. Knopf drücken.
Might wanna pick up the handle first.
Ach so, okay. Ah, oder wir wählen selber, ne? Warte mal.
Nope, not gonna do that. I can't deny that I'm a childish person, but come on.
Okay, ich hab's probiert. Telefonscanner, Computer, Poster. Hier haben wir noch
The
was.
Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Das Ding.
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
Ah, Pulp Fiction ist cool.
Just some random band poster.
Okay.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times.
Das Konzert oder die Lesbie?
Helped me get rid of my last 2 roommates. Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Oh, schade. Vor allem ist kein Verstärker dabei, ne? Ist ja noch so eine andere Sache. Nochmal im Bett?
Nah, I just got up.
Okay, also ins Bett geht's
Messy.
nicht.
Just the way I like it.
Wow. Bett, Tür, Poster. Ich glaube, wir haben alles, ne? Oh, cool. Ah, das heißt der Reisebildschirm. Das, erinnert es ein bisschen an Gabriel Knight? Ich glaube ja, ne? Da war es ähnlich. Nee, da hat man eine Karte gesehen. Okay, wir fahren zum Friedhof.
Well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Auf dem Friedhof, Kathy. Was steht denn hier alles? Grabstein, Grabstein. Ich guck mir mal den hier an.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Ach so, okay, haben wir keine Zeit, dann gehen wir mal hier weiter. Das ist ein Mausoleum.
It says price. A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap. No reason to go in there.
Schade. Wahrscheinlich später oder früher, ne? Ist zu aufwendig hier, die Szene.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Lange Zeit nicht mehr zusammen gewesen hier, hä? Was haben wir denn hier? Ein Grab? Ich guck erst mal.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet.
Ist ja der Großvater, der da liegt.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Ich habe vorhin nicht ganz aufgepasst. Hatten wir schon gesagt bekommen, warum sie nicht miteinander zu tun hatten?
Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it. I never thought I'd return to this place. Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Mrs.
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
Als Kind
15 sounds
Jugendlicher?
about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Au.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything.
15,
I'm
da ist sie
not quite ready to
21.
leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Neuer Schauplatz hinzugefügt. Ich muss mal ehrlich sagen, vom Ambiente her ist es gerade sehr, sehr, sehr stimmig. Kommt ein anderer Dialog?
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side.
Nee, kommt nicht. Okay. Okay, also die Mutter hat uns, ne?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Was für ein Pfad der Sünde. Und wieso sind Sie überzeugt, dass ich auf einem Pfad der Sünde bin? Sie haben wohl noch nie von einem hoffnungslosen Fall gehört? Keine Sünden mehr? Wie soll ich denn meiner frei... Hier, das hier.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Das ist der neue Ort. Also nochmal, um das zu rekapitulieren. Also ein Stück haben wir ja schon mitbekommen. Sie hat keinen Kontakt zu den Großeltern mehr gehabt, beziehungsweise speziell zum Großvater, weil sie als kleines Kind mit 6 Jahren, so Pi mal Daumen, mit der Mutter zusammen weggegangen ist. Also sprich, hat die Mutter den Vater verlassen, würde ich jetzt mal sagen, ne? Weil irgendwas passiert ist. Warum auch nicht? Und das ist jetzt eigentlich nur ein nostalgischer Punkt, weil sie eben halt, wenn ich das richtig was nun? Lost track of time on the road? Okay, enjoying the scenery. Entschuldigung. Jetzt bin ich total aus dem Takt. Sie hatte zumindest mit ihrem Großvater einen guten Kontakt, zumindest als Kind. Er kann sich also partiell noch daran erinnern. Und deswegen, aufgrund der Informationen von ihrer Zimmergenossin, ist sie halt hierher. Dann schauen wir mal, was wir hier jetzt erleben oder erfahren werden. Puh, das sieht cool aus.
Grandma, anybody home?
Draußen regnet's. Tatsache. Da hat das rote Pferd sich einfach umgedreht.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently. Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
Okay.
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
Du solltest doch nicht durchgehen. Ich wollte mir das angucken.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
Ich wollte vorne noch was machen. Ich hoffe, ich komme dazu noch.
Now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my 2nd year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
Der ist
No,
abgehauen.
nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon then?
Die Wahrheit erzählen, dass du sie in eine Psychiatrie hast einweisen lassen. Das Thema vermeiden, es gibt keinen Grund jetzt darüber. Oh.
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first, all dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Okay. Wir können Inventargegenstände zeigen.
I don't want to show her that.
Oder auch nicht.
I don't want to show her.
Okay.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Okay, okay.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Aber hat nun mal die Beerdigung gemacht, ne?
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call
Wachkoma.
it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Das ist in der Tat sehr merkwürdig und ich glaube, man bekommt jetzt die Intention des Spiels heraus, weil selbst ich hätte jetzt sogar den Eindruck, dass ich dem nachgehen muss.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Aber 81, ist doch auch schon Ewigkeiten her.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Oh, wir können uns hier...
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. Planes, planes, and more planes. Planes.
Okay, das ist Opa.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think.
Eric Ring. Das heißt, die Familie kommt woanders her.
Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. Planes, planes.
Okay, das sind wieder Planes.
Expensive-looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Das heißt, seit 81 hat der Großvater im Rollstuhl und zwar komplett abwesend gesessen.
Would be kind of funny to see her reaction, but no. A robust piece of wooden furniture. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Oh, nee.
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Ich wollte nicht
See you
reden.
later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Das ist natürlich ein bisschen, ne?
Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
Wir haben nichts getrunken.
Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal.
War klar. Hier war ein
There's
Fenster.
nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. A decent-sized book collection, most of them science or history-related from the looks of it. An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Wahrscheinlich oben auf dem
A
Dachboden.
decent-sized...
Okay, das, gut. Dann gehen wir jetzt vor die Tür. Und da können wir uns hier endlich hoffentlich noch ein bisschen... Oh ja, wir können noch ein bisschen umsehen. Das rote Pferd hatten wir ja, ne?
This paint looks fresh.
Okay.
It was a joke, you know.
Oh. Felt like literally taking the wheelchair for a ride. Hot Wheels. Okay.
I wonder why Grandpa ended up in that thing.
Das haben wir rausgefunden. Mäntelstiefel, das Deckel.
A lamp on the ceiling. Nothing special about it. Dogfighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Ja, wenn er bei der Armee war. Kann ich da
I
hoch?
shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Okay, erst mit Oma reden. Das machen wir, aber nicht jetzt.
A small table lamp. A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
Tja, Zeiten ändern sich.
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
1910.
These should come in handy when I need to make calls. I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town.
Okay, das ist ein Recherchepunkt.
It's a phone book, Conwell Springs County. Nope, couldn't find it.
Okay, gut zu wissen, wirklich gut zu wissen. Und dann haben wir hier noch das da.
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Na gut, wir haben jetzt hier alles durch. Ich glaube, als nächstes geht's zur Polizei. Zumindest war das die Andeutung, die Kathy gemacht hatte, der Großmutter gegenüber. Ich mache hier an der Stelle ein Folgenpost. Vielen, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer Firefox.